Welcome to a concept. I'm not doing Raw or SmackDown reviews right now. I'm not. This is a Smack of SmackDown. How to come up with a name? That sounds like it's pretty good. They're not doing Talking Smack anymore, so I'll talk some smack. It sounds so stupid. Let's put it in basic perspective. This is not a review. This is just me giving my thoughts on something or some things. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. This could go on for 2 minutes. It can go on for 20 minutes. It just depends on what mood I'm in. That's the concept of this. Just my thought on something or some things. And you guys tell me below, because I know a lot of people like what I do. A lot of people don't like what I do. You tell me what you think. So this is going to be a couple of things. So think about 3. First one, Sasha, Bayley, and the Miss Charlotte Flair. Now I know people say, what is wrong with you hating Charlotte? I don't hate Charlotte, but I'm going to tell you the reason why I don't like her, and there are 2 reasons. The first one is what I've always said over and over again. Charlotte's a good wrestler, but she's not a great wrestler. She cannot adapt to people. That's bottom line. She is a good wrestler, but she's not a great wrestler. A great wrestler can adapt to anyone. Anyone. I repeat it again. Look what happened on Raw. There was a great match over there. And honestly, Corgan should have never looked as good as he did. But he did because his partner made it work. That's the truth. I'm sorry, that is the truth. Here, she can't do it. Second, it doesn't make a difference even if she was the best, the most prominent. And she's not. Bayley and Sasha are better than her. I'm sorry. That's the truth. But that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if Bayley and Sasha are better than Charlotte, because the only thing the company wants to push is Charlotte. And it's due because she's a Flair. And she's taking advantage of it, let's be honest. She's taking advantage of it. She's happy to take advantage of it. Her dad taught her to take advantage of it. And she realized she wants to have good money with her new husband, well, soon-to-be husband, Andrade Cien Almost. She's going to have to bargain. She's going to have to kiss ass and, sorry for my language, suck some dick. Not actually, probably figuratively. Stroking a couple of people's egos, and pretty much doing whatever she can to get ahead. She's going to do it. Doesn't matter if you're man or woman, you're going to do whatever you're going to do. You're going to suck dick. Doesn't have to be literal. So was the segment all pretty good? Here's the thing. I've heard a couple of people really happy about Bayley. But here's the problem. You got Bayley not really being any different than Bayley. I don't see anything different from her. This is not about Bayley. Bayley is still, and I repeat this again, still a plot device. She was a plot device before when it came to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, putting them together so they would have a better chance to get the titles eventually. That's the truth. The person that's the most important is Sasha. This is all about Sasha. This is not about Becky. It's not about Bayley. It's about Sasha. And I'm going to be honest here. Sasha versus Becky is very much like The Miz versus Daniel Bryan. Now I'm making it clear. I'm saying it again. Sasha and Becky going United Champions is the same situation as Daniel Bryan and The Miz. You want to know why? I've heard people say they shouldn't be rushing this. This should be built into WrestleMania next year. Well, guess what? Didn't we say that a couple of years ago when it came to The Miz and Daniel Bryan? We expected them to push them properly going into that next WrestleMania. They gave them a short stint of a match or matches, and then they blew them off, and everyone was angry that the entire situation was done. Daniel Bryan was treated like dirt when it came to dealing with Big Cass. It's not Big Cass's fault. The Miz the same way. Now, no one ever talks about it. I see this for Sasha. They're giving us something big, and then once it's all over, nothing is going to come of it. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't believe it is. I believe Sasha came back because she didn't have a choice. She's bored at home. She's not making any money at home. She can't go work in another promotion for another 2 years or so, or 3. I can't remember how long she's going to be still working for the WWE. They're not willing to release her from a contract. So she either continues staying home, tries to get in trouble, and then gets sued, and she'll lose, or go back in there and deal with what she's stuck with. And she took the final one. And I do not believe they're going to give her what she thinks she's going to get. It's all verbal. There's no contract. She has a contract. So I don't see this in the long run. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't see it. Now, Orton destroying Kofi Kingston. Now, I did see what happened last night. And I did see what happened the week before. And I did like what I saw. This is the first true credible threat for Kofi Kingston. This is what I was waiting for. This is what I talked about for years. Kofi needed to get justified, and it was only one person to do it, and that is Randy Orton. And as I said in my video with Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston, they probably are good friends now. Like I said, you're not going to see Randy Orton on Up, Up, Down, Down if he has real, honest beef with Kofi Kingston. It will not happen. Xavier Woods really considers Kofi Kingston like family. They don't joke around. Hell, Kofi called from Ghana when he went to Africa to both Biggie and Xavier and pretty much was telling him what was going on. If you looked at the documentary, which I did, he legitimately called them up. Now, this could be for PR. It doesn't really matter. He legitimately called them up, and they do have real chemistry. They do care for each other. So he's not going to be on Up, Up, Down, Down unless he really are friends. So this had to come full circle for both of them, which is perfectly fine for me. I am loving it. The ending of the show. What was that? You got no Daniel Bryan going against Roman Reigns. There's no story at all. You would have thought that Daniel Bryan being so methodical, so violent, so destructive would get Eric Rowan to do his bidding. No, this is all about Eric wanting to be on his own and making it look so cringe. Do you actually believe Eric Rowan could actually function on his own? Unless it's connected to Bray Wyatt, which it's not. This is empty. This is an empty situation right now. Instead of just letting Daniel Bryan go up against Roman Reigns, now you have Eric Rowan going up against Roman Reigns, and it looks like you might have just turned Daniel Bryan face as he is, staying as open about his love, his madness, his passion about the environment. That's what we got in this show, for far as I can say. I know I could talk about a lot more, like Andrade Cien going against Chad Gable. I don't need to talk about that. When you look at what happened with Elias, and you look at what happened with Ali, Ali's getting nowhere. You see Chad Gable, and you think, wouldn't Andrade be a better choice than Chad? Because he's got a better character. What do you get with Chad? Nothing. But guess what? We got Chad Gable going into the next stint of the King of the Ring. This is what you get. Now, if you want me to talk more maybe about my thoughts of the King of the Ring or anything else, leave a comment below. Tell me what you'd like me to talk about while Raw and SmackDown is going on. I am not going to do no Raw and SmackDown reviews. I'm going to wait until AEW comes on, and I'm going to start doing AEW reviews on Wednesday. That's going to happen. I'm keeping my Impact Wrestling on Friday unless they change the time. So it's going to be AEW, it's going to be Impact, and let's be honest, if you really want me to do a SmackDown review, tell me and I'll do it another day. Maybe on a Wednesday, on a Thursday or Saturday. I may check out SmackDown if you guys are interested. Or anything else. Maybe MLW. You want me to recheck it again. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace!